Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston here today. Something very important we need to talk about. Shades of Blue, they're having an Alopecia Awareness Symposium and Fashion Show. Octavia Cohen, she's a jewelry designer and author, and she's going to tell us what alopecia is all about. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you so much.
Okay, alopecia. What is alopecia?
Alopecia is the medical terminology for hair loss. And then there are different types of hair loss that's caused by different things. And so the purpose of the event is to bring awareness and education about the condition that's kind of silent. Nobody really knows about it or have a name for it. They just know it's hair loss, but there's an actual big thing about the different types and how it occurs, and even if it's a way of restoring the hair.
Okay, so what types are we talking about?
It ranges from male pattern baldness, and it goes from that to childhood alopecia, to female pattern baldness, and what they call postpartum alopecia, where the woman, after a woman gives birth, then she may experience shedding from moderate to mild shedding of the hair.
And so I'm taking that you went through a situation.
Absolutely.
Tell us about that.
Well, I do have alopecia, and that for me started when I was a child. I was probably maybe 3rd or 4th grade, and I started noticing that the hair around my temple was shedding, thinning, and then at some point it didn't grow back at all. So that was a pretty difficult time for me as a child. And then as an adult, it kind of turned into more thinning in the crown, because I had dreadlocks at the time and had it for about 6 years. So it's very long and kind of heavy depending on what styles that I put it in. And I noticed that there was a bald spot developing aside from the temples. So I was like, well, what is going on? So that kind of made me look further into what it was about and what's causing it. So I went to a dermatologist, and they told me it was called alopecia. But I don't recall if they specified the type, because there's several different types of it. Also my family suffers from it as well. So I know it's hereditary, but I just didn't know if it was a specific word that described the type that we have.
So I noticed also, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I noticed also that different conditions have a color.
Yes.
And so shades of blue is the color for alopecia.
Yes, that's our color, blue.
Okay, so at the event that you're hosting, you want people to wear blue, shades of blue.
That is an option, but it would be nice if everybody would wear blue. I didn't put that out there, but that would be a nice thing to do, because I'm thinking about having ribbons in case they can't wear blue or decide not to. Okay,
now you just told us your story, how you went through this and how you discovered what you were going through. What would you say to others out there? Because dealing with your hair can sometimes be a difficult situation and depressing.
Absolutely.
So how would you encourage the audience?
What I would say to the audience is to, it's a process. It's a process, but it's one thing to develop your own confidence and your boldness. Because I know a lot of people cover it up with, wigs and weaves, and with some men wear toupees. So it's a process, but I think once you walk in that boldness and your confidence, you can definitely let it go and just come out and share your journey with the world.
You know what? But I think I want to say this. Everyone walking around with their head shaved, everyone is not going through alopecia. Absolutely.
With that said, there's some other conditions that cause alopecia, whether it's cancer, lupus, and then there are other things that causes the hair loss too, with its medication, and I get that a lot. They was like, well, do you have cancer? And they're very timid and shy to ask the question, so I'm not gonna be like, no, I don't get offended. But I do say, no, it's not cancer, and I kind of explain what it is, and then then they feel an ease of comfort, you know. So they was like, well, I know someone who has it, or I have it, but girl, you so bold, you know. So I get that from, you know, people that approach me.
And some people just like the shape of their head.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So now tell us about this event that you're having.
Well, I am proud to say that I am excited about this event. I feel as though that it's necessary because so many people have it, even from the people that I come in contact with. So it's about sharing the knowledge and the education about it for those who may have it or know someone that have it, and just gather the education and also be able to have fun at the same time.
So when they come to the event, what can they expect?
They can expect education, people sharing their own personal experience about alopecia, and then there's going to be other entertainment. There's going to be giveaways, vendors. There's going to be a fashion show with different fashion designers and boutiques who are involved, and then there's going to be some poetry and music as well. So it's going to be fun and educational at the same time.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The event, September 29th, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Cross Community Center, 1690 Old Highway 6, Cross, South Carolina. For contact information, 843-608-0560, or you can visit Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Carper Coins. Go to this event. Alopecia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Coyne, for being here today.
You're welcome.
Okay, coming up next.